What's up, YouTube? It's your boy OG Drip, man, and I'm back with another one. So if you're new to the Soul Group, go ahead and press the subscribe. Go ahead and smash that bell and go ahead and smash that thumbs up as well. So I've been doing a lot of astrology videos, but I'm finna put that to the side real quick and jump into this understanding the elite and more of understanding of why you shouldn't be in a religion. You get what I'm saying? And I'm finna just kind of break down the concept and how they used Christianity and other religions as a weaponized tool to push the agendas on a daily without nobody basically messing with them. So when we start digging into this, we finna instantly jump in it. So when we start digging into it, we have to understand anytime you think about how your spirit feels, that is like 9 times out of 10 your answer. So whenever you is super spiritually intact, you will start hearing more thoughts come up here, or you will start getting these certain these certain messages just popping up to your head, right? So this is where how powerful this stuff is without you even knowing it. So when you have these messages and stuff coming, this is your subconscious. This is when your subconscious is really intact with the spiritual world. So the spiritual realm, I'm gonna say. So anytime something goes on, it kind of give you a connection to it, whether you have to put in the work to try to get the full understanding of it or whatever. But the thing is, it's like it don't supposed to be controlled, because even if you feel like it was a bad decision, it's necessarily not nothing bad in this world. If you get what I'm saying, everything is good. So now, if you want to talk about the things that been said in the Bible, how it was twisted, and what the key understanding is, you have to listen to the actual words that's there. So anytime you think of what was here first, it had to be the moon, because when you say the sun or the second coming of Jesus, or however you want to say it, it's talking about the second, which is the second thing that got here, which is the sun. So you get what I'm saying? So we have to realize the moon was here first and women was here first. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes down to the Bible and the understanding of it, it's meant to confuse your subconsciousness. It's meant to control your spiritual. So you're not spiritual if you're in a religion. It's not the same thing. It's the complete opposite if you ask me. Because religion tells you to put your faith and your faith behind somebody else. You know what I mean? And it's talking about a higher power outside of your body. And it's like, you don't know this entity. Nobody ever seen it. Nobody ever went talk face to face with it. So you really don't even know who you even talking to. You get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things listening, so you don't know who you're talking to. It's a lot of spirits listening. And as a spirit, we cast spirits. But they will tell you opposite. This is the stuff that makes me like don't want to go to church. It's because of my spirit been told me that. Your spirit been told you that. When you first ever walked inside a church, or when you first ever realized like, okay, I want to make this change in my life, I want to try to live right. If you ever noticed when you went there, you was already prejudged before you got there. And it's just the facts what it is. If y'all don't believe me, if you a dope boy or anything like that, walk into church, watch how quick pastor make sure you get the offering or whatever. But just to keep on the topic of just saying the realistic stuff, or just saying of how they treat people and the things like that, it's like they only treat the ones that's super stuck on following them a certain way. Like they treat them good. The ones that got self thoughts and the ones that's thinking for themselves, they tell them that's wrong. That's selfish. You shouldn't think about that. You shouldn't worship yourself. You shouldn't. Therefore, it's like you shouldn't even love yourself according to how some of these things is going on. Because if you're going to tell me that your subconscious is not being programmed, this is what you got to think about. If something is telling you right from wrong, it's already telling you what to do. So therefore, your spirit doesn't even get to be active. You're going off your mental and your physical body. You're not even accessing the spiritual plane. Like I was saying, you receive messages and stuff from the spiritual plane. So now you're not even accessing it. And therefore, it's like your crown chakra is blocked or clogged, because the information that's trying to get to you is not getting there. So it's like your spiritual guides, your ancestors, or the ones before us, the ascended ones, or however you want to look at it. Of course, we're not the first beings ever lived. It's people that died before us and they actually made it to the heavenly realm. And this is where we get our explanations from, and how the things work is because it's like they literally see everything because they're above everything. So they could literally see what's about to go on and what's next to come. So anytime that is being done, it's controlling all of that I just named. You're waiting for something to come And it don't matter. You don't even know what's about to come. You don't even know if this is the complete opposite that you're waiting on. You know what I mean? And when it comes to like talking about, why you can't talk to them, why you can't break through them, the crown chakra gone. So that is one big spiritual part of your body. Everybody know if you hit the head off, everything else behind follow. Like, come on. You know what I mean? So anytime you're dealing with them, they're going to be seen very ignorant and going to try to force their point across. You know what I mean? You can sit there and break it down. You can sit there and expose it all you want. They're going to hold that thing and you don't know why. And they think that it's a feeling and an emotion that's making them hold this and it's inside their spirit. But they don't realize this is what your spirit was directed to do. You know what I mean? It told your body to go this way and your spirit go that way. So some people take the wrong understanding of it when sometimes you can look right at the actual words and see exactly what it means. So anytime you hear things that rattle your spirit and it don't sound like it's right, just think about this. Your higher self is really right here. It ain't no higher self as in somebody outside of your body or anything like that. The most high. The most highest thing on your body is your crown chakra or your head or however you want to look at it. So anytime you talk about the most high and you're thinking you're most high somewhere else, you just basically threw away your crown chakra. You're not able to access and able to think for yourself. You're letting your body be guided. You're letting somebody tell you what's wrong and what's right and what you shouldn't do and what you should do. You're not thinking about the actual concept of it could actually just mean the things that was going on, the things that people was going through, and trying to explain like the healing that was needed. Anytime you think about light furthers magic, anytime you hear the word light magic or white magic, you think of the healing, or you think of you think of like healing that come with it. If anybody don't know and stuff like that, you're not that deep into spirituality and stuff, bro. That's the reason why when you see voodoo people that have white candle, black candle, and stuff like that, each candle or each figure that they're using represent a different type of element when it comes to magic. So even if you want to say the whole Bible is the magic, the light element, and how do I know light? Because it say Jesus is the light bearer. So anytime you think of Jesus as the light bearer, and then they come back and he say Jesus is the healer, you know what I mean? He could bring the, you know what I'm saying? He could bring the live. I mean, he could bring the dead, you know what I'm saying, back alive and stuff like that. And see, that's another thing. See, when you give up your soul, like when you give up your body and your intentions on thinking for yourself and trying to understand more about yourself, this is when you start losing it. This is when you basically, you don't have no life because it's being controlled. So when you think about your life, which is your 360 in astrology or your natal will, you do not have this because you do not have control of none of that. So all that you controlled by is something else. So therefore, you do not have your life. So when you have a healing, or do you find the element of light, you end up finding, you know what I'm saying, a breaking point which you start feeling alive again. And then that's when you start getting alive in the spirit for real and not feeling down. Because if y'all think about it, bro, who is going to be the one to stop the church and literally ask the pastor something when this man, or stop whatever and ask these people something when they got the most reputation? They got the most the population is just overwhelmed by them. You know what I mean? And it's like your word versus them. They're not going to understand it. They're not going to try to understand it because they already got in their head that they junk is right no matter what. And that's when they all collide. This religion say that one false. This one say it wasn't a white Jesus, it was a black one. This one say it wasn't a black Jesus, it was this. And then this one say it was a black woman and this and that. All those religions got a little mix to them. They'll have it right at some point and then they'll just jump off to something else. Because they know if you can understand it the correct way, it's to be like, what was your point of reading it? Like, if you felt that this is the directions of how to live, just think about that. You're being directed of how to live. So what was the point of you even being born? Hey, if somebody gonna direct you that much onto what you have to do and what you need to feel about this way and that way, you have to think about how deep it get, bro. And it's never gonna stop. And it's gonna just keep being something that's wrong. Every time you do something, it's gonna be something else that's wrong. And you're gonna be steady feeling it in your spirit, never happy. Y'all done seen some of these church people be grouchy as on the way. If you found God, if you so good into the spirit, why you so down? Why you so angry? Why you so frustrated? Because the answers you have in your head, you was told not to even answer them. I mean, to even ask them. So, therefore, you're not even being, whoever your pastor is, however he teaching you, that's who you follow behind. That is who your most high is. Because he obviously is higher than you when it comes to understanding and wisdom and stuff. And this is who giving your stuff. And he already done gave up on his and gave it to some other entity. Instead of looking at the most high as being yourself, your conscious, your subconscious, I meant. Your most high is your subconscious. One thing about it, as above, so is below. So when you think about what is above, bro, the spiritual realm, or what you want to say, your subconsciousness, or however you want to say it, your third eye, pineal gland. I don't care about what all the other stuff that people be talking about, bro. That's all it is, bro. It's your awareness level. Like, is you aware? Is your chakra open, or is it blocked? Don't say you aware and you are going by a guided tool. You get what I'm saying? You can't go by your spirit and let your spirit guide you. Y'all ever heard of that? Let your spirit guide you? That is why it's called a spirit guide. Like, this stuff is not like words. Y'all have to realize words came after actions. So therefore, all the stuff that we do is a type of act. And words just express the actions that we have going on. So anytime you think of how this stuff works, it's all about magic and it's all about direction. How in the world can somebody expect you to pay tithes when money wasn't around in the beginning? How can somebody expect you to pay tithes, aka if you're broke and you don't have the money? And then why you have to pay tithes if you have the money? You get what I'm saying? It's way more people that's richer than you. Just to think real quick, it's 100 million people that's richer than you. One of them is being your pastor. And that is who should be breaking off some stuff. He should be paying every church member that attend. You know what I'm saying? Because he already giving them bull. He ain't giving them no real wisdom, which really cost. So when it come down to that, that's why I said if you want to cash out me, go ahead, bro, because it's real wisdom costs. And, man, that's about it, man. I'm out, OG Drip.